Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and yeah, looks like I'm back at it once again, and yeah, surprisingly enough, since after the last one I did where of course I talked about a movie in theaters, right, but now I guess it kind of makes sense that we're gonna jump ahead to of course another one for sure, so yeah, and of course, oddly enough, I think it's appropriate enough to hang that we'll of course do another one of these right about now. In fact, well, you've actually tuned in after the latest episode to Thomas Narration Redubs a la mode today for of course this thoughts video right about now. So yeah, I'm of course giving you guys the hang as probably my little treat to all of you guys for sure. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much what I thought I would do for sure, and yeah, it's actually really gonna pay off for sure. So yeah, and in case a lot of you guys are wondering, pretty much given to my Access to Independence shirt that I'm wearing right now. First of all, let me say thank you so much for of course tuning in to of course well, Access to Independence as an agency, and yeah, and I gotta say, I am really proud of the way that video actually turned out for sure. It actually garnered up a massive positive reaction when we showed it for the ADA celebration right around yesterday, and yeah, I guess it's pretty much appropriate enough that that of course that I were gonna do it right around yesterday. So yeah, like I said, thank you all so much for, of course, tuning in to, of course, that video, whether, of course, be the main video in general, or, of course, the exact same one that I posted an hour later yesterday with, of course, captions and audio description and stuff. So yeah, regardless on that, thank you all so much for tuning in to, of course, that said video, and yeah, like I said, I'm really proud of the way it actually turned out right now. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say on that front. So yeah. All right. So yeah. I guess if anything, now that I've actually got that out of the way, and plenty of others that actually came before this one, I guess it's appropriate enough to, of course, do another thoughts video right about now. So yeah, if of course you may recall in the previous thoughts video that I did, where of course I talked about Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins, I actually did hint that the final movie for, of course, the month of July right about now is going to be coming my way, and of course, if you couldn't tell based on that little hint, I'm of course going to be talking about the upcoming Jungle Cruise movie, and hey, don't get me wrong, I am definitely gonna get to that said movie later on, but hey, I guess in the meantime, right up until then, well, I guess pretty much while I wait until the movie officially comes out, just so that I can go ahead and talk about that one, I actually did think to myself, why don't I jump ahead to, of course, this thoughts video a bit earlier for once, as believe it or not, we're actually going to be straying away from, of course, seeing movies in theaters as always, and just jump right back. That's just been released onto streaming services for sure. So yeah, much like with what I did since after I talked about Black Widow, where I got the chance to talk about Loki on Disney+, I think for, of course, today's thoughts video right about now, yeah, I think we're going to be taking a break from, of course, talking about seeing movies in theaters, and talk about the latest movie that had just landed Netflix. So yeah, I think it has been a while since I've actually talked about anything. I mean, anything that's on Netflix for sure. So yeah, and I guess appropriate enough, I think I wish I could have actually done this a whole lot earlier, but I found the right time to actually talk about pretty much not just one movie, nor is it even two, but 3 movies in particular. So yeah, I guess if you couldn't tell right about now, for today's thoughts video right about now, we're going to be talking about one of the pretty much one of the films in a trilogy right about now. So, and oddly enough, it just recently came out onto Netflix earlier this month. So yeah, I wish I could have actually done it around the time pretty much each and every one of those films actually came out, but hey, I got too busy around that time, so hey, I guess now is the appropriate time to officially talk about them. So yeah, and if you couldn't tell right by now, for today's Thoughts video right by now, we're going to be talking about one of the films, and of course a simple little horror trilogy that just landed Netflix very recently this month, simply known as Fear Street. So yeah, I guess if anything, we might as well talk about one of the Fear Street movies right about now, and yeah, like I said, it just recently came out onto Netflix very recently, so yeah, and I guess oddly enough, I guess it is the subject for what I'm gonna be talking about. So yeah, and I guess a lot of you guys are wondering what took me so long to actually finally get around to talk about these movies right about now. So, well, again, I must have been way too busy with, of course, plenty of other stuff in particular, like, of course, pretty much the main factors is, of course, the Access to Independence video that I've actually been working on for some time, and not to mention getting bombarded with, of course, plenty of movies that I've seen in theaters throughout the course of this month. And you name it, like, not just Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins, but also the other ones I've actually seen in theaters, like, of course, Boss Baby 2, The Forever Purge, Black Widow, even Space Jam: A New Legacy. So yeah, I guess if anything, I was really busy for, of course, the month of July in terms of movies and stuff, but hey, seeing how we're getting close to the end of this month right about now, and August is already around the corner right about now, I guess I found the right time to officially talk about the Fear Street movies right about now, and yeah, like I said, it is, of course, the subject for, of course, today's Thoughts video right about now. Well, not particularly all three of them, but just one of the three films that are, of course, that I'm, of course, going to be talking about. So yeah, I guess the hang actually is the subject for what I'm going to be talking about for sure, and in case a lot of you guys are wondering, I did do some research on it, and I never actually knew about the Fear Street franchising in particular, but I definitely know it definitely sounds real and, of course, edgy right about now, and interesting enough, it is, of course, pretty much the books that the Fear Street movies are based on is, of course, done by a well-known author, R.L. Stine, who also gave us the critically acclaimed masterpiece, Goosebumps, which I am quite familiar with, in case a lot of you guys are wondering. So yeah, I guess I don't know what I was going to be in for, of course, the Fear Street movies in particular, but after doing some research, I've decided to give them a fair shot anyway, so yeah, and like I said, that is, of course, what I'm going to be talking about right about now, and what better way to officially start this, which is, of course, pretty much the main subject for today's Thoughts video right about now, is, of course, the first of the three films in this trilogy, which is, of course, Fear Street Part 1, 1994. So yeah, I guess if anything, I think we might as well kickstart the Fear Street movies by talking about Part 1, 1994 right about now. So yeah. And of course, I think seeing how it did land on Netflix first, I've officially decided to start off with, of course, that said film, and yeah, around the time I'm recording this, I had just finished up watching the movie right about now, and now that I've actually finished watching it all the way through, I guess a lot of you guys are wondering, what do I think of this one overall? Well, I will admit, it's not perfect by all means, but I guess for anything, I think this is actually a pretty good start to this trilogy right about now. So yeah, not really the best start in my opinion, but I do think it's actually a really good one. Yeah, pretty much not a great film by all means, but I do think it's actually a really, really good start for, of course, this trilogy right about now. And trust me when I say I haven't even got to the other films just yet. I guess I know they'll definitely be a whole lot better, but hey, I guess where one is, I think part one of the Fear Street movies is, of course, a really good one to, of course, start off this movie series in particular, and yeah, I guess in the end, I actually find myself enjoying this one, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so now that I've actually got that out of the way, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about for, of course, this movie. First of all is, of course, the story, and I gotta have to say, I think with, of course, everything I'm actually seeing right about now, I say it's, I think the story in part one is, of course, a really good and really structured out one for sure, and yeah, I think it's pretty much has everything what you expect from, of course, pretty much yeah, like, of course, any other horror movie or any other slasher flick for sure, and even the cliches are there and all the tropes are also there, but they actually did mix it up a bit to actually bring in some new elements into, of course, this one, while again staying true to, of course, the book series that these movies are based on, and yeah, I think with, of course, what I'm seeing right about now, I say the story in this movie is, of course, a really structured out one for sure, and I really love on how well it's actually developed for sure, so yeah, and of course with every twist and turn that I've actually experienced over the course of this movie, I say they really did deliver just fine, and yeah, I think I will admit, I think seeing how it is a horror movie, there would be pretty much a good number of scares for sure, and I will admit, not every single one of them has of course been golden in my opinion, or of course some that actually got me spooked out, like I am absolutely terrified by what I'm seeing, but on occasion, some of them are, of course, done pretty good for sure, and I really do admire the way with, of course, each one is, of course, built up for sure, but yeah. But granted, there may be some times where, of course, some things are built up but didn't deliver just well, but hey, I guess for what it is, I say it did the job fine, so yeah, I guess with all that being said, I think the story in this movie is, of course, really structured out for sure, and sure there may be a few bumps in particular, but I do think it's actually structured out, and plus, I also really do admire the way on pretty much how good the film's writing is, I have to say. Again, pretty much staying true to, of course, the original books that, of course, they're based on, while giving a brand new, fresh take to actually make it all the more engaging, and yeah, I think with, of course, everything I'm seeing, for while it's not the best writing, in my opinion, I do think it's actually a really good one that they actually crafted for sure. Granted, there may be some parts of it that I think could have been done a whole lot better, or maybe they could have been rewritten a whole lot, but I have to say, it's still done pretty good in my opinion, so yeah, much like with how I felt about the story, the film's writing, I have to say, for while I don't think it's the best in my opinion, I still think it is pretty structured out in my opinion, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so now that I've actually got that out of the way, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about the next thing that I need to talk about. Pretty much, which is, of course, the characters, and I will have to say, again, they're pretty much your common characters that you would expect from, of course, a horror film, to say the least, but with what I'm seeing in, of course, this movie, they actually help establish the characters just fine for sure. I think with, of course, everything I'm actually seeing on screen, I actually, yeah, I think I was expected to hate these characters, but as the film goes on, I have actually grown to love them a whole lot. Like, I do care for them a whole lot, and I do want them to, of course, make it out of a situation alive. And whenever one of them died in, of course, this movie, I actually kind of feel sorry for them. Well, okay, not fully, but kind of feel sorry for them, So, yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say for the characters. And, oh yeah, I even should mention is that I also really do admire the way on how well developed they actually turned out, which actually does make the characters all the more interesting, in my opinion. So yeah, pretty much aside from that side note, it's pretty much what I can say about the characters for sure, but I will have to say the actors that actually played all these characters in, of course, this movie, they actually did pull off some pretty good performances, in my opinion. So yeah. And yeah, I think with, of course, every single bit of line of dialogue that they actually wanted to act out, again, I wish they could have actually had better acting choices for sure, but I still say they actually did the job fine, and I really do love the way it actually turned out. So yeah, much like with of course how interesting I actually do feel for the characters for sure, I really do admire the way the actors pulled off some pretty good performances, in my opinion. I think they really landed a goal on that one. Well, okay, not fully, as they had several bumps, but I still think they pulled off some pretty good performances, in my opinion. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say for, of course, that portion. Alright, so now that I've actually got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Well, I think I will have to say, I think I really do admire of course, on how incredible the cinematography is, as I really do love the way it actually is structured out. And of course, the direction of this movie, for while I think it could have been done a whole lot better for sure, I still think it did the job fine, and I think the film's director actually really gave it everything they all to actually make this work, and it delivered perfectly, in my opinion. And of course, I really love on how crisp and clean the editing is. I also really, yeah, again, I think pretty much, if anything, yeah, I think with, of course, everything I'm actually seeing, it is well edited out, and I really love on how well crafted it's actually turned out for sure. And plus, yeah, and of course, if anything, in a horror movie, tone and atmosphere is, of course, the main key to make it work. And I think with what I'm seeing right about now, the tone and the atmosphere in, of course, this movie actually really did an incredible job at that. It actually captured that perfectly, and it really did stand out a whole lot. And again, going back a bit to, of course, how I felt about the scares, for while I do think it's probably one of the main problems I actually have with this movie, as for while some of the scares actually work pretty well, while others I don't think worked, in my opinion, is that I think I will have to admit, maybe I think they pretty much while sticking to that front, for while I do admire the tone and the atmosphere in this movie, I will admit maybe some parts of it I just don't think it's actually thought out well. Like, maybe they might have overused it a whole lot. Like, yeah, like, we get it. You just want to be dark and atmospheric. Please move forward and give us something that's, well, lighter than that. So yeah. And I think I will have to say, yeah, I think that's pretty much one of the main problems with, of course, this movie. And yeah, I think with, of course, some parts of it I've actually been seeing right about now. Again, they're not awful in my opinion, but pretty much throughout the entire time, I was like, wow, holy shit, movie. Just, I mean, I know the direction you're going for, but please, for the love of God, lighten up. So So yeah, I guess with of course all that said and done, I think you can pretty much tell on what I felt about the main problems with of course this movie. On top with of course all the stuff that I actually really liked, but did it do the job fine in staying true to the original source material it's based on? Well, actually, yeah, to be honest, I think it did the job fine with, of course, what it's trying to do, pretty much staying true to, of course, the original books that they're actually based on, while also standing out as a standalone 2-hour flick, So yeah, I say it did the job fine right about now, and I really love the way it actually turned out for sure. So yeah, I guess with everything I need to say about this one, including the massive problems that I actually have with this movie, I think it's very clear right about now. I actually really do enjoy this movie for what it is. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say on that. All right. So yeah, what else can I say about it? So yeah, I guess overall, I say pretty much the first of the Fear Street movies, which is of course, well, Fear Street Part 1, 1994, I think it's actually a really good start to the Fear Street trilogy right about now, and as a standalone flick, I say it's actually a really good one to say the least. Sure, there may be some parts of it that I think could have been done a whole lot better, but I think for what it is, I say it did the job incredibly well, not only as a really good start to a horror trilogy, but also stand out well as a really incredible horror movie. So yeah, I guess for anything, I actually do recommend this movie right about now. So yeah, I guess if it's something up your alley, then by all means definitely check this movie out for yourself. It's currently available to watch on Netflix right about now. So if you got the time, definitely check this movie out right about now. Trust me when I say you will not be disappointed with, of course, for while not perfect scares to say the least, but still good ones that will have you on the edge of your seat right about now. So yeah, definitely take it for what it's worth, and definitely check out Part 1 of course, the Fear Street movies for yourself. So yeah, for my final score right about now, I'm of course going to give Fear Street Part 1, 1994, oh, what the hell, I think I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, it's not great by all means, but it is a really good start to, of course, the Fear Street trilogy right about now, and trust me when I say, we're definitely going to be in a long run for, of course, these movies right about now. So yeah. By that I mean, we're already on a fresh start to, of course, talk about these movies right about now, and there's a couple more that I have yet to officially talk about right about now. So yeah, and whatever the case, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next in, of course, these movies. But for now, if you want to experience Part 1 of this trilogy for yourself, then, well, pretty much get your spook on and, of course, see this movie for yourself. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I need to say about this one. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and let me know in the comment section below if you have seen Part 1 of the Fear Street trilogy and what you thought about it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty other social media sites I have provided with, of course, the links down in the description box below. And of course, go ahead and support me on Patreon if you want to see some sneak peeks to some videos that I got coming up, as well as some other awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of what I've actually said about my channel, feel free to, of course, subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you want to see well, more videos like this coming up in the near future. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and yeah, like I said, trust me when I say we're already getting started with, of course, the Fear Street trilogy right about now. So yeah, now that I've actually finished part 1, I think it's pretty clear on what I'm going to be talking about next. So yeah, definitely stay tuned until right around, well, tomorrow, to say the least. And oh, excuse me, must have choked on something. So yeah, I guess if anything, definitely stay tuned for tomorrow as I officially talk about part 2 of course, these movies right about now. And yeah, like I said, trust me when I say we're only getting started with, of course, the Fear Street movies right about now. So yeah, I'll definitely leave you on that front. So yeah, right up until part 2 officially comes out. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.